Hi everyone, welcome to Draw What I Want, a channel where I learn how to draw and I share my experience with you all. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey. In today's video, I'm going to be learning to draw a cup, I think, and a volcano. So this is lesson 20 from the book that I've been using by Mark Kisler to guide my learning journey. If you are learning to draw as well, then please feel free to follow along or just hopefully just enjoy watching the video just to see how I'm applying the techniques. I have, this is the first time I'm going to be drawing this, so never done before, so please feel free to follow along. So as always, I've got my sketchbook here, pencil sharpener, eraser. Just find the mat. Let's have a look. Sorry. Okay, so let's have a look what the artist is saying. So, what do volcanoes, craters, and coffee mugs have in common? And he's just joking, this amazing lesson. Let's stretch our imaginations to apply the foreshortened circle to three completely different objects. With this lesson, I want to heighten your awareness of just how many objects in the real world are foreshortened circles. As you draw these three foreshortened objects and the many foreshortened lessons in this book, you will begin to recognize foreshortened objects all around you. I'm already starting to kind of look around me to see where I can see a foreshortened circle. Okay, recognizing foreshortening and other laws of drawing in the world around you will help you learn how to draw in 3D. And this is a massive thing for me personally to learn how to draw 3D objects. As I glance around, I see foreshortened circles everywhere. A water bottle, a coffee mug, a quarter on the carpet next to my computer bag. Foreshortened circle. Well, I guess, this is a foreshortened circle in a way, then, isn't it? Look. When I'm looking at it, if you put it that way, that's a foreshortened circle, isn't it? And then a glass. Or I'd have to lift it up, but the top bit. So I guess so. Right. So yeah, as I glance, I see a quarter on the carpet next to my computer bag, the top of the fire extinguisher on the wall. Take a look around. How many foreshortened circles do you see? Let's apply foreshortened circles from the real world to our drawing lesson, starting with a volcano. Okay. So I'm just going to read it as I go along. So number 1, draw 2 guide dots. I still encourage you to use guide dots even though you are a time-tested pencil warrior deep into lesson 20 of this book. I do like using the 2 guide dots, to be honest with you. It does help me personally. I still use guide dots after more than 30 years of drawing. Okay, and then draw a curved foreshortened circle. Yeah, it kind of helps me. I'm just gonna put this piece of paper here so that I don't smudge my other drawing. I'm gonna draw it here actually, because looking at the volcano, it's gonna go sideways. So I just wanna make sure that I have enough space. I wonder how would it be if I wasn't using it for a guide dot, because I was gonna say, like, I'm using a guide dot to guide me to draw the foreshortened circle, but I still end up drawing it unevenly. So what will happen if I draw it? Yeah, that's like completely different. Let me try again. That one's better. Okay, so, and then number 3, slant the sides of the volcano, creating jagged, bumpy edges, and giving the volcano a feeling of terrain with just a few squiggles. See, I find that drawing a little bit challenging in both ways. And then position your light source and use blended shading to create a shadow opposite your light source. So light source. Do you notice the extended nook and cranny shadow inside the crater? So what he is saying is, over here, do you notice the extended nook and cranny inside the crater? Almost halfway, I think. And then yeah, that's not so bad, is it? So that's the volcano. Next thing. Next one is the coffee mug. So draw 2 guide dots, yes again, and then draw another curved foreshortened circle and complete the cylinder. And then remember how we created the lip of the lily blossom? Now draw a slightly open foreshortened lip at the top of the cylinder. Okay, so let me try it again. Top and bottom. Top and bottom. Yeah, it definitely requires practice. I think I could do with just using the whole page, just practicing the foreshortened circle. Right, and then what he's saying, we just need to erase this bit here in the middle. Okay. Next, slightly taper the sides of the coffee mug inward. Slightly taper the sides of the coffee mug inward. This will add a nice touch of character to your mug. Draw a potential foreshortened circle to create the inside thickness. Okay, so let's focus on these ones first. Let's draw that's definitely challenging for me. It's just all about practicing making it all kind of the same. And I think it will just come down to just practicing drawing the same thing over and over again, like bit by bit. Like, for example, if I wanted to draw a really good drawing or painting of just the mug, I would literally have to spend loads of time just practicing drawing foreshortened circle until I get to the point where, it looks good. Like the same parallel sides. And then I would need to practice drawing these two lines, side lines, over and over again, that they're both a little bit curved, exactly the same kind of angle, and then the bottom line. So yeah, I think that's what it just comes down to really. Right, so that's that. And then, so he was saying to draw the foreshortened circle inside. Like that. That'll do it. That's good. I'm happy with that. Right. Draw a drawing direction. Draw a drawing direction reference cube below this coffee mug. Using this cube as your reference, begin drawing the handle of the coffee mug with guidelines in direction SE. Following the lines you have drawn above, draw 2 more guidelines in direction S. I don't think I'm gonna do the cube. I don't think I need it, but we'll see. I guess if let's have a look. I mean, maybe because I don't need it because I've got his picture in front of me, so I'm copying it. If I didn't have a picture as a reference, maybe I would draw, but I don't know. I just feel like it's easier just to... Yeah. Because I understand this law, the technique, I guess. But I would still need a reminder for sure. Okay. And now complete the mug handle. It's crazy, isn't it? How just from these lines, it comes up like this. Like it really, for me personally, it just messes with my mind a little bit. It's such an illusion. Right, let's have a read. How do we get to this point? complete the mark handle with vertical lines. Clean up your extra guidelines. Often guidelines and detail in the small overlapping lines. Often a successful 3D drawing boils down to understanding and controlling these seemingly trivial details. We are going to draw a solid 3-dimensional coffee mug that looks like it has substance, volume, and real existence. So he's not really telling us how to draw these actual lines. I feel like we have to do it ourselves. He's just saying, and detail in the small overlapping lines. So I know he's got this one now, overlapping lines, yeah? So it's like that. And then, and then we've got those ones there. So basically they're, yeah, so these are the overlapping lines. And then we'll erase those bits inside. Wait, actually this needs to go here, I think. Like that. And then we are erasing these bits here. So this one actually needs to be a little bit more. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. I mean, look. So that's his. And this is mine. So maybe it could be a little bit shorter. Because it looks like his looks like it's twisted, like the handle is facing me a little bit, whereas mine is a little bit more to the side. So what? I'll have to practice it to see what's going on with these lines. First of all, I can see that they need to be shorter. And then I wonder if they need to be a little bit higher, maybe? I don't know, we'll see. We'll practice it. I think the lines are alright, but they definitely need to be shorter till about here. Because he doesn't have that much gap there at all. And then maybe the cup, so this one, that one's fine, but it just needs to be a little bit wider. And then the actual body of the mug needs to be a little bit wider as well. But the idea is that I think, yeah, so this is, for me, this is a really cool thing to learn. I've always wanted to learn to draw something like this. And I would definitely love to practice it more just to get good at it. Because this is one of the real life 3D objects that I always wanted to be able to draw. So yeah, so I find this really cool to be able to draw something like this 3D handle. Okay, so let's now do the shading a little bit. Let's just see what he's saying. So, draw a cast shadow in a southwest direction. Draw a cast shadow in a southwest direction. Southwest is this side. I always tend to forget which side is called which. So, I mean, maybe that's why sometimes it will be useful for me to have not the actual cube itself, maybe, but the lines, you know, like the compass lines. And then mark them down as what they're called, as W, as E, for example. I think that would be handy. Draw cast shadow in southwest, so to the left. Add blended shading. And if we can see, he's actually added a plate there as well. And you know, it's funny because one of the previous challenges that I did actually draw a cup. I was literally doing it by copying a picture. And I feel like I've done well, but it's just really interesting for me to learn the technique behind it. Oh. Right, let's see if do a little. And that time I did actually struggle to draw a plate. So I'll just leave that as that. I'm not going to bother so much with the plate. It's just to kind of add a little bit, like the mug is standing on something. But drawing ovals like that for certain circles is definitely a challenge. A lot more challenging than drawing like pyramids or squares or anything like that. Excuse me. What's that? I do like doing the shading. I've been saying this in all my previous videos whenever I have to do it. I like doing it because it really brings the drawing to life in a simple way. So what's going on there? So that's a little bit of that. Yeah, so I guess if you imagine the sun somewhere there, there's a little bit of like shadow in here. What's that? So that's that. And then just a little bit of the stem thing you go on there. It's so funny because this cup and mug, it just the whole style just looks so similar to the one that I draw. But as I say, it's just really, really useful for me to actually learn the technique behind it. Right, that's it. So I'm gonna leave this space here for when I practice it. I'll do another video, I think, just practicing it. I mean, he's saying here to draw the bonus challenge for this thing. What is it? Craters. But I prefer drawing the cup. I like drawing the cup. I enjoyed that one. Right, well, that's it then, guys. I think I'm gonna finish today's video on this. Let's have a look. What do we think? Cup. This one. That one. I think I've done all right. As I said, there's a few bits that I can practice doing next time, like the handle a little bit shorter, but other than that, I'm happy with it. Do let me know in the comment section if you've drawn a cup before, or if you followed along with me. Do let me know, how did you find it? Did you find it easy? Did you find it challenging? You know, do you prefer drawing a cup, or do you prefer drawing a excuse me, a pyramid? Yeah, but I enjoyed drawing it. I enjoyed learning the technique, and I'm, you know, looking forward to improving my skill at it and getting better. So let me have a look quick. I'm just gonna do this. Yes, it's full volcanoes. All right then, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me for today's video. Yeah, I hope everybody is doing well wherever you are, and I wish you all the best in your learning journey as well. Remember, wherever you are in your jobbing journey is already perfect, and yeah, do let me know in the comments, how did you find it? If you did enjoy the video, please like it, and maybe consider subscribing to the channel just to kind of follow my progress. All right, thank you so much, everybody. Have a good rest of the day. Bye bye.